Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe here with The Range. So one of the questions people are always asking with the Talon is what kind of difference our tires going to make. We already put 32's on mine and did a video on that. I want to see what 30's are like on a Honda Talon. And so we have Dave here with us. Dave has this Can-Am Maverick Sport, and on the Maverick Sport, supposedly the wheels are swappable. So we'll see here pretty quick. We'll swap the wheels and see what it looks like. But we're gonna do a test on the Talon with 32's, 30's, and we may even put some bighorns on it to see what 28's are. And this time, definitely, we're gonna put the GPS speed on the screen so everybody can see exactly what we're doing. I'm doing this video on the Talon. Dave at the same time is gonna be doing one on the Can-Am, so look out for one for that. So with that said, let's jump into it. Let's get a baseline with the 32's and see how see what our 0 to 60 looks like running 32's.
I'm just gonna say it. You never knew what love was. You lived your life with mouths of bitterness. And I'm just gonna say it. I'll say it. I used to think that you were right in this, but maybe you were wrong. I'm just gonna say it, I'll say it.
Okay, so as you may be able to tell, we are at a different location. First location was a little too bouncy, rough, whatever you want to call it, and just wasn't fair to get up to 60. It wasn't long enough anyway. So we're at a different spot, and Dave's going to do his first run here. But this should be a little flat, give us a better idea of the 0 to 60 on a flattish surface. Okay, round two, I guess. That last one didn't record the speedo real well, so I'm gonna run it again in the same modes: automatic, sport suspension, sport transmission, and see how she does. Hopefully we get a little better view of the speedometer. After that, I'm gonna run it in four-wheel drive, and then I'm gonna run it in four-wheel drive with launch control. So we'll see what it looks like here after this. Let's go get that run redone and get after it. All right, we'll do that again. I didn't hit record. So just got done with the first runs on 32's. Quick thoughts. Number one, it kind of lugs a little bit in third gear. Kind of expected that a little bit. It has. You definitely feel the power loss with the 32's. It's not crazy though. Times were 10 or 9 to 11 seconds, somewhere around there. I mean, that's off the GPS. We'll find the real times on the screen. But now it's time to get the 30's on and see what difference it makes. Quick thought on launch mode. It definitely made a difference. The times that were recorded were a little bit quicker with launch mode. So we'll see when we get a real timer out there if that's true. So that's it. Let's get these 30's on, switch them up for the 32's and go from there. if I'm out of breath, it's because we just got done changing the tires and I'm 40 years old and fat. But here we are. Tires are done. Swapped out. Got the 30's on the Talon, 32's on the RC. We'll see how it goes. Everything fit fine. We swapped the Honda wheels over, left the Can-Am lug nuts on it, and did the same thing on the opposite anyway, on the Talon. So we're gonna go for a quick rip and then do some 0 to 60 time, see what it's like. All right, Dave's rolling up. Initial impressions, feels much sportier. I feel like she rips a little better. I don't feel like power loss is huge with the Terrabites, with the 32's, but man, I got to tell you, it does feel a lot sportier with these 30's on it. So anyway, we'll do some laps here and or some 0 to 60 anyway, and see if there's any real difference with the actual numbers. Okay, before I get to my final thoughts, let's talk about the results real quick. So as you can see, automatic sport mode with the 30-inch Maxis Liberties in two-wheel drive isn't a ton different than what I got with the 32-inch Tusk Terrabites. Also in two-wheel drive, also in automatic. Basically a tenth here or there, relatively close either way. For automatic sport mode in four-wheel drive, it was a little bit better as well. With the automatic sport mode in four-wheel drive with launch mode on, you can see it did make quite a bit of difference with the times. I wish I had the footage for the four-wheel drive with launch mode with the Terrabyte so you could see the difference there, but I'm sure it is relatively similar. Okay, so we're a day after the tire swap. I want to give you my final thoughts on what I thought of switching to 30's rather than 32's, and tell you kind of what I think about them. So first thing, I think I said it before, the 30's feel more sporty. They just do. Yeah, I don't know if it's able to spin them faster or whatever else it is, but they just do feel more sporty. You feel lower in the machine, and I don't know if I'd say less tippy, but definitely feels sporty, more sporty. So I did like the 30's. Now, I guess the question is, would I switch to 30's over the 32's that I have? And initially, like when I first started, the answer was yeah, I gotta switch to 30's. But after spending a day in the rocks and then a day today, out in the trails and whatnot? The answer is no, man. I'm gonna stick with the 32's. The ground clearance is too valuable, and the power decline, or whatever you want to call it, is limited enough that there's no way I'd go back to go to 30's. Gonna stick with the 32's. Really like them. So that's it. Kind of my final thoughts on the 30's versus the 32's. To me, it's the trade-off for less ground clearance is too much. So I am gonna stick with the 30's. So with all of that having been said, don't forget to like and comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. We appreciate the support you've had on the channel so far. The guys and I are starting to put out a bunch of different ride-related content, and so look out for some videos coming soon of us getting after it in the rocks, getting after it in the trails, kind of comparing these machines and how they perform, and just showing you how they perform in general. So look out for that soon. If you haven't already, subscribe. Also, chat with us down below. We love to chat with people down there. So all that said, ride safe, pack out what you pack in, and we'll see you on the next one.